Have you ever seen a build in Minecraft and thought to yourself, I want to make that, but I want to make it so much worse than it looks like in the picture? Well, this is round 2 of that. Today I'm going to show you how not to build a wizard tower in Minecraft. Now, I've built wizard towers before, but I've mostly followed tutorials for them. We're not doing that this time. Today we're going to be making something a little bit more abstract. I really do love wizard towers though. They're tall, they're distinctive, characters in fantasy media often plummet off of them to an untimely demise, which, the sheer drama, they just look cool, honestly. I also like being tall and seeing the world around me. I know this is Minecraft, and you're supposed to be spending a lot of time down below, but you know who doesn't want to live in wizard towers? Liars. That's who. I found a picture of this wizard tower online, and I thought it looked pretty neat, so we're gonna try and build this today. But we won't be using the blocks in the picture. Instead, we'll be using blocks that are randomized. So here's how this is gonna work. I found this website that will give me a randomly generated Minecraft block, and every 2.5 minutes I'll switch blocks depending on what the generator gives me. And we'll continue like that until the build is done. There's just a few rules. Number 1, no tutorial videos. I'm going just by off of what the image looks like. Rule number 2, I can't fix the build if I accidentally build it wrong. If I mess up the design, that's on me, and believe me, I will mess it up. I promise you. Also, I won't step back and see the whole thing until it's completely done, so you'll get my genuine reaction to what I've created. Duplicate blocks are also not allowed, so if I get birch wood, I won't be able to use birch stairs later on. In this episode, it's going to be a little bit special because we're going to have a special guest. Or rather, a judge. This is James. He's going to be judging our build today. James is here to cast judgment upon whatever I build. It looks like he's already casting judgment on me, so we're off to a good start. Look, James, nobody said this was going to be good. It's not supposed to be good. You just have to accept that. Oh! This is off to such a good start. Okay, what should we start with? Well, this is gonna be floating, so I guess we'll start by building up? Oh. Can I not put a cake on top of a cake? Let's start like this. We're gonna need to levitate a little bit, so these will just be temporary blocks. Ah, I see. So it turns out we can't use cake as the base of this thing, so we're gonna save this as a decorative block for later, because I don't want to lose this beauty. So we're just gonna have the use of cake be a surprise for later. But it will get used, I promise you. So I guess our first real building block will be quartz bricks. Let's say 5 blocks high. That should be enough to at least start the bottom of this thing. So it looks like this is sort of a square build on the base. That is about 5 or 6 blocks. Let's do 5, and I think it goes 1 in like this. Alright, so this is the shape of our base. Our next block is lime concrete powder. And the thing about this is it's like sand, so if I place it, it'll just fall. So we'll have to use this for walls on top of our quartz bricks. See, I think I'm gonna use it where the stone brick is on the base. Maybe like there. Next block is granite wall. So there's these little fences that come down with lanterns hanging off of them, so we're gonna do that with the granite wall. So our next block is a block of coal. I think we're gonna start taking the pillars up out of the base, sort of leading up towards the main top of the tower. I didn't do this right. This should be one block inwards, but it's too late now because I've already built all 4 of these, so we're gonna go with it. Our next block is brick wall, so that'll be nice for going up these lovely pillars I just made. Our next block is polished blackstone, so we're going to have that be the inner wall for the upper layer. This window only looks like it's 2 blocks high, so I'm going to go ahead and fill it in all this way. Our next block is blue ice. I don't know why I keep getting ice, but I'm gonna go ahead and start on the top, the very top of the wizard tower, because I feel like most of what we need from this point onward is gonna be stairs and trapdoors and light sources. You know, I think I've got the walls down pretty well for most of this, so it'll just be the decorative bits. So I want to try and get the actual foundation sorted. And since we basically only need stairs and that sort of a thing, I see we now have the return of the red sandstone stairs. Is this a curse? Why do we have these again? So we're going to the bottom layer. We'll start with the roof. I believe it goes like that. This will have to be a full block, but I think it goes like this. Oh. Orange stained glass. I'll take it while I can get it. So we're just gonna... It doesn't help that this is not nearly as far off the ground as I thought it was. So it kind of just looks like I'm making the floor stained glass, but we're gonna go with it. Well, we got jungle log, but we don't need log. So I'm gonna go ahead and have this be jungle fence for our decorative bits. We do need blocks. Here. Oh my goodness. Prismarine it is. Alright, well our next block is a smoker, so I'm gonna have that sort of fill in here for our archways. Oh. I'm gonna place these preemptively. So we got crimson planks, so I'm gonna use these as our stairs to finish off these roof bits. Gotta wonder, what kind of wizard would live in this tower? The answer is a wizard that has had their magic go terribly, terribly wrong. I think it's something like this. This might be upside down. Yeah, that looks right. And timer. I guess we're gonna continue the roof with oak. I will say, I may not be good at building, but I am horrible at roofs. I'm just awful at roofs. So I'm very interested to see what I will do in making this roof look at least somewhat like the roof in the picture. Well, we actually got a lantern. So we're gonna put that where I think lanterns go. I really hope this doesn't make our ice melt like it did last time. Our next block is cobblestone, so we're gonna try and finish off this roof archway with that. Okay, I think that looks actually decent in terms of shape. I'm very surprised. This might actually turn out— oh, who am I kidding? This is gonna turn out awful. So we got dark oak. I'm gonna try and finish off whatever stairs we need with that. So our next block is white wool. So I'm going to use that to try and start filling in some of our roof bits on the bottom and then maybe towards the top as well. So it looks like we'll be finishing off the top of the roof with a honeycomb block. A roof of milk and honey, apparently. Oh, I hate that noise. And I guess we're gonna finish off these walls here. So I think at this point all we need left is about one more full block and one more fence or wall. And then all we need is trapdoors, because I didn't do those at the bottom. We're almost done. So our last full block is dirt. That somehow feels appropriate. So our last fence slash wall is going to be acacia. And it looks like our trapdoors will be spruce. Alright, so we could be done right now, but we have one thing left. The cake. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in, and then I will turn around and look at this for the first time with all of you. Alright, I think it's time. It's time to look at the full scope of what I've created. I'm gonna go a little further away, just so I can get the full scope. Oh Lord! Oh my god! It's so bad! I'm very pleased with how the shape of the roof turned out. I think that's the best part of the build, despite my misgivings earlier. Oh my goodness. Oh. Well, the cake's in the windowsill. Give it a nice sort of a homey look. And we've got a cake on the top here. Guess it goes to show the priorities of the person who might live in this kind of a tower. And once again, we've got a lovely sun roof for the top. And, let's go inside. Can I go inside? I'm going inside. You do have a lot of natural light coming in. You'd have to put some floors in, otherwise you'd roll out of bed and fall 3 stories, but you know, that'd be a pretty good wake-up call. Get that good old adrenaline rolling in the morning. The amount of chaos in this build is powerful. If I were a wizard, I would not want to fall off of this to my death 0 out of 10. So James, what are your thoughts on this situation? You know what, that's accurate.